Hello and happy holidays to everybody who is watching this or have shared it. Um, Encouraging words. This is Love Notes with Melanie, and I had an incident that happened to me yesterday, and thank God the menopause hadn't kicked in because it was disgusting and my mouth is kind of wicked. So, my encouraging words today is for the entrepreneurs. I want you to keep pushing. Don't let, when you go to events and you paid your fee, don't let people who push your buttons. Um, Let me explain what I'm talking about. I was at an event yesterday and it was my fourth year doing this, and I usually make a good $200 to $300 at this event. So that person, the person who runs it called me, yo, I'm doing it again. This is gonna be a yearly thing. I need you. I'm like, I'm down. I paid my fee, and my son and I color coordinated, and we went. But she had somebody else. She had a host, and he was wonderful. I shout out comedians enough said to the utmost, but she had somebody else who passed out her business cards, and it turned out to be her mentor. And the mentor did not treat all the vendors in a way that made them feel welcome. And you have to realize that if you're going to be somebody who wants to host events and you're using vendors, those vendors are not there to give you money and pay a fee and then they don't make any money. They're there so they can brand their business, build their customer base. They don't need you to be nasty to them. They don't need you to ignore them. They don't need you to not encourage people to visit the table. If you're going to be a mentor, if you want to lead, then you can't look at color. You can't look at taste. You can't look at style. You got to look at that dollar bill. And no matter who you are, what you are, and how you do it, that dollar bill is still green. And if you're going to have a vendor, then you need to make sure that people go over to the table, that you shout out that vendor for being there. You don't make that person feel belittled while you lift yourself up. You don't make that person's child feel like they are nobody because you're shouting out your children. If a vendor is bringing their children, then they are teaching their children how to be self-sufficient. And if you can't encourage that vendor to teach their children to be self-sufficient, then you shouldn't be a mentor at all. Because that's not mentoring. Not only do you encourage your kids, then you encourage the people around you. And why do I say that? Because there may be a day when I need a mentor. And your name may come up. And the way you treated those vendors yesterday, trust me, honey, you would never mentor me. Trust me, you won't. I will get down on my knees and pray and pray and pray till God gives me an answer before I ever use you as a mentor. Because I'm going to remember the way you treated me. I'm going to remember the way I saw you treating the other vendors. You wasn't even polite. You couldn't even give a good hello. You were so busy shouting out orders and jumping in conversations that you shouldn't have been in. So yeah, this is Love Notes with Melanie. And I know I'm taking it a little bit too far. But those who know me, if you're listening to this, then you know that I didn't go off yesterday like I should have went off. And I thank you for listening to me. And I wish everybody had a happy holiday. And I would love it if you shared this, because there are a lot of people out there who's trying to make it in this world, and they need to know that there is somebody out there like me who's going to voice my opinion and say, keep your head up, keep shining. Because every bad experience that you have, you know how to go home and tweak it and turn the next one into a good experience. So for all my entrepreneurs out there, keep your head up. Keep going. Teach your children, teach your neighbor's children, because that's what we're out here for. God bless you. Happy holidays. Enjoy yourself. Be safe.